Know this about involuntarily waking up super early. Today I want to talk about the topic of involuntarily waking up super early. I've been a clinical psychologist for 8 years, and this is what I know. This video is not about, yay, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and look how efficient I was. This video is about waking up very early when this was not the wish or the plan. When my clients come to me with this problem, they describe waking up very early without having set out to do so. They will typically feel distressed in the early morning hours and be regretful of missed sleep or worrisome about how tired they might be later in the day. They will explain to me that they also tend to worry about it during the day and that they don't know what to do or what's wrong with them. They, as most, want to be able to sleep normally as they feel it impacts their day and because they find it distressing to be awake when all others aren't. Sometimes this sleep problem can coexist with other sleeping problems, such as not being able to fall asleep or waking up many times, which will then in total result in too little sleep and therefore mental health difficulties or suffering. Other times, I see the problem in isolation. As with other sleep difficulties, the problem of involuntarily waking up super early is most frequently seen in connection with stress. Being stressed out doesn't have to lead to problems with falling asleep or waking up in the middle of the night, as some who are very stressed out will become very exhausted in the evening and will almost pass out into sleep. When seeing a client with the problem of waking up super early in the morning, I'll start with addressing their questions. They want to know what's wrong with them, what's causing their problem, and what to do about it. As I know that this phenomenon is most often seen for people experiencing stress, I'll ask the client about it. I have yet to experience that the client with this particular problem wasn't stressed out. After talking to the client about that it might be a stress symptoms, I'll proceed to explain them about how it works and what the mechanisms of what's going on are. I do this for 2 reasons. I know that it's helpful for the client to know what's wrong, as it makes them stop self-criticizing or fearing that something is wrong with them. Knowing that it's a symptom and how it works will often lead us to be less fearful of it, and thereby we'll tend to spend less time speculating about it during the day. Worrying or stressing about there being something wrong with us, or that we have an unsolvable or alien problem, can be helping us maintain stress symptoms. So letting the client in on what's wrong, giving them an answer, will often help them reduce this activity during the day. If they're suffering from stress in general, and it's not due to acute stressful circumstances, helping them with stress management will often be the next step. I also want to address the distress that they can feel in the morning when it happens. It would be normal when experiencing a phenomenon that's not normal or that we perceive to be not normal, to be a bit scared about it and to worry about it. This is usually what takes place for my clients who wake up super early. Some find it helpful to know what and why this is going on, as it makes them more calm about it when they know. This can help them accept it more and be less in distress during the time when the problem is persisting. I'll therefore aim to explain about how being stressed out can affect us. When we're stressed out, we often experience during the day that we're easily feeling spooked, getting shocked about a piece of paper flying by in the wind, a sudden noise, or someone standing too close to us. This is due to the mind being overactive or extra on, and it's usually connected to an adrenaline overproduction. If we do it long enough, it's cortisol instead, which is known simplistically as the stress hormone. When our mind is on or overactive and adrenaline is pumping, our threat system will be activated. This is why, when we're stressed out, we become more vigilant and attentive to our environment. We're in threat mode, survival mode, physiologically and psychologically attuned to if there's dangers around. This activates our senses, and they'll thus be more attuned. This is also what some psychologists describe as threat monitoring state, that we live in a da-da-da-da-da-da state. They make use of this in scary movies. They put us in anticipatory mode by using music such as the da-da-da-da-da-da, and this makes us more spooked when the scary part comes, as opposed to if it just came out of the blue. When we are in this anticipatory state, then we're likely to feel greater shock when something spooks us. We become more sensitive, more alert, more attuned. When our body thinks we're in danger, it will feel like we're more on edge. In my belief, this is what's going on with waking up super early. That our system is in anticipatory mode, and what would have under normal circumstances been a small waking up and falling asleep again, now turns into a big burst of adrenaline and full awakeness. This, to sum up, is what I believe waking up super early is due to. And the solution needs to be found in looking at stress reduction in general. Also, here it's likely that if we're not okay during the day, we'll tend to have our sleep affected by it as well. If you want to know more about stress management, then check out my playlist of how to balance your mind. I think this was all we had time for. What was your takeaway from today's video? As always, feel free to take away the information you can use, if any, and leave the rest. Hopefully you found that today's topic made sense and I didn't waste your time. Please subscribe and like this video so my channel can grow. Take care and see you for the next one.